Park for the first of this weekend's Cooperative Insurance Cup semi-finals. It's also the second of 3 matches between Aberdeen and Celtic in the space of 11 days. The spoils went the way of Celtic in the first of the triple header, but from Aberdeen's point of view, the 1-0 defeat last weekend was a vast improvement on the 9-0 drubbing incurred at the hands of today's opponents back in November. This is an Aberdeen side rejuvenated under the management of Craig Brown, who today takes charge of his first semi-final. Brown makes 2 changes from the side that beat Inverness Cally Thistle in midweek. David McNamee and Derek Young come in for Ryan Jack, and the cup-tied Nick Blackman. There's also a change of shape, with Aberdeen lining up in a 3-5-2 formation. Celtic have been carrying an air of invincibility just recently, winning 7 of their last 8 matches. Just one change for them from the side that demolished Hearts a few days ago. It's a debut for Chris Commons, the man signed from Derby County this week. He replaces the injured James Forrest. 3 of Aberdeen's subs have come through the ranks of Pittodrie, Payton, Jack and Pollock. Celtic's bench certainly has more experience, including the veteran Swedish international Freddie Ljungberg. Man in the middle this afternoon, Craig Thompson, took charge of last season's final as 9-men Rangers beat St Mirren. It's a typical Celtic preparation as Scott Brown gets his teammates wound up for the big kick-off. Aberdeen know the size of the task ahead of them. Can they match Celtic at Hampden and clinch a place in the Cooperative Insurance Cup final? Well, Craig Brown at 70 plus taking charge of his first semi-final, and it is his side to get proceedings underway. And it's so important Aberdeen begin this match well. Don't concede early, because they know the threat that Celtic can pose, and this man Anthony Stokes has caused them plenty of damage so far this season. Cleared away by Xander Diamond, swung back into the middle, and again headed away, this time by Vujadinovic. Izagiri, it's a tempting looking ball, can Aberdeen deal with it? Eventually Jamie Langfield comes off his line to ease the pressure early on his defenders. It's great technique from Izagiri. That ball spinning all the way, causing real problems. And here goes Gary Hooper. Ricardo didn't know a whole lot about that. Hooper trying to find his partner Stokes. Vujadinovic was wise to it. Wilson can't keep that one in. Decision goes Aberdeen's way. Vujadinovic knows he has his hands full this afternoon, trying to keep an eye on Stokes and Hooper and that Aberdeen back line. Stokes and Hooper have 26 goals between them already this season. Here go Aberdeen trying to make some inroads themselves. It's Maguire playing up front today, Maguire, rather than wide on the right as he has been in recent weeks under Craig Brown. Time for Considine to gather. Maguire wins a flick on, Vernon can't keep hold of it. Good footwork from Kayal. Here comes Considine though. Considine showing his versatility, playing in a left-sided role this afternoon. It's Wilson. Over the head of Vujadinovic. And again, Langfield out of his goal. We'll be hoping for a fairly quiet afternoon, Jamie Langfield. But it could well prove crucial to the outcome of the match. Remember, this game will be decided this afternoon, whatever happens. Extra time and penalties if required. Chris Collins, first time in a Celtic shirt. And he said there was only ever going to be one team he would join. And Celtic was the one. It's been a quiet start from him so far. And Celtic do most of the pressing. Collins gets a touch. It's Kayal. Ronya. Wilson closed down. It's a neat ball for Hooper, who's come off the front. Carried though by Considine. It's good pressing from Aberdeen. Hartley misses out on the ball though. And forward comes Celtic in the shape of Hooper. Now with Brown. Hooper the diving header. Dangerous. Kenny Stokes trying to hold off the challenge. Zagiri in support. Celtic continue to probe for the opening goal. Honduran left back Izagiri. Commons crosses blocked, and the first corner kick of the afternoon. Mark Wilson to deliver for Celtic. Well away by McNamee, and as far as Kayal. Ronya's in there, couldn't quite get to it. Wilson can retrieve it. Oh, it's a good spot, finds Commons. And it's into the net for Commons! What a start! What a debut for Chris Commons! Within 5 minutes of making his Celtic debut, Chris Commons has got his name on the score sheet. It was a terrific spot from Mark Wilson. Not sure if Commons is going for goal, but he certainly found it. It looked like he might be trying to pick out the man at the back post. But Langfield couldn't get there, and the ideal start for Celtic. Aberdeen 0, Celtic 1. And Aberdeen have it all to do now. It was exactly what they didn't want to happen. But what a way to mark your debut. Certainly got the Celtic fans in good voice. Well, Aberdeen already knew this would be an uphill struggle. Boy, do they know it now. Maguire trying to get on the end of it. Again, the Aberdeen attack breaks down, and Izagiri can bring it forward for Celtic. Holding off one challenge, and he'll win the free kick. An obvious block there by McNamee on the Honduran World Cup star. And the goal scorer Chris Commons to deliver. Good looking ball from Commons. His way to Scott Brown on the edge of the box. Challenged down well though. And Commons can't control that one, and Aberdeen of a chance to move forward. Maguire seems to have overrun that, and of course comes Wilson. And that was good defending by Celtic. As Kayal goes for the long angle pass, he's been a bit spotted it. It's not a good header though, and Stokes can find Scott Brown. And goes for the pop-up goal. No worries for Jamie Langfield there though. And Brown saw the opportunity and he couldn't find a target. And Neil Lennon and his assistant Johan Mjalby will be well pleased with the start their side have made to the match. Stokes gets the better of Vujanovic and Hooper picks up. Constantine doing well to get back there with a block. And Stokes has scored 4 goals in the 2 games against Aberdeen so far this season, including a hat-trick in that 9-0 thrashing. Here comes Celtic again. It's Scott Brown powering into the box, blocked away by Xander Diamond. And you do feel that Celtic are in the mood this afternoon. It's a good run into the box from Scott Brown. And Diamond doing just enough. And another corner kick. And swinging delivery, it's a good jump and it's into the net again. And Celtic have a second goal. Oh, it's an ideal start for Celtic. And it's the former Aberdeen man, Charlie Mulgrew. Right on the line, couldn't miss. Commons again involved, this time from the corner kick. It was well won. And Mulgrew had the simplest of tasks to just nod past Jamie Langfield. Within 10 minutes, Celtic already appears to be on easy street. Well, Aberdeen did pretty well at Celtic Park just a week ago. Here they go, they might have a chance to pull one back immediately. So close to getting right back into the match. Well, that would have really set us up for a game here at Hampden. Young, managed by Joe Ledley. Hooper combines with Stokes. Commons is the runner. Hooper trying to find him. Ricardo in charge of that situation, however. Wins it well. Finds Milsom. Wild doing well, but can't get hold of the ball. That's what Aberdeen really need to do at the moment. What a difference that might have made if Scott Vernon's effort had gone in rather than come off the outside of the post. It was a terrific run made by Vernon. Milsom picked him out. Forster was beaten. The post denied. Vernon, Aberdeen's top scorer this season. He wasn't to add to his tally just there. Here we go, Aberdeen again trying to find a way into the Celtic penalty area. Denied by Mulgrew. The offside flag going up. Craig Brown changed his formation this afternoon with a view to denying Celtic opportunities, playing 3 at the back. You have to say it hasn't worked in the opening period of this game. 2 goals down. Just over 10 minutes gone. Xander Diamond's header's not a good one. Jimmy Linefield comes out to remove any possibility of a further mishap in the defence. Wanya's header. It's all the way back to Linefield. Doing well, getting back to McNamee, but he's robbed by the man who opened the scoring, Chris Commons. Stokes beaten in the air by Diamond. Kayal looking composed, finds Wilson. Scott Brown again playing wide on the right for Celtic. Lovely play by Kayal and eventually fouled by Considine. He is really, has looked a real impressive presence in the midfield for Celtic. His good feet here. And Considine just resorts to foul play. And allows Celtic the opportunity to throw Ronya and Mulgrew forward. Ball into the box, but dealt with in this occasion. Aberdeen just can't make it stick at the moment. Wilson bursting forward. Clean tackle though, says Craig Thompson, and Aberdeen perhaps can try and do something here. Campbell trying to find Chris Maguire, but denied by the assistant referee's flag. Fraser Forster yet to be tested. He was beaten by Scott Vernon's effort, but the post came to Zaid. And Hooper beats McCardle in the air. Xander Diamond's there to the feet of Young. McCardle forward rather aimlessly. Wilson just hacks the ball clear. Diamond underneath it. Considine gets the better of Scott Brown. Wilson finds Considine, back to his captain Paul Hartley. That was a decent passage of passing from Aberdeen. That's by some distance the longest they've kept possession. They need to be more penetrative as Paul Hartley picks up. Perfect diagonal pass for McNamee, but he can't hold on to it. Quickly closed down by Izagiri, and forward comes Ledley. Pass for Stokes, who can't keep it in. And he's not happy with the pass, but in truth it was his control that let him down. Ricardo trying to use the pace of Maguire. Forster forced into the clearance. Two balls on the park as the ball's played into the penalty area, and Craig Thompson's whistle averts any danger for Celtic. Ronya fouled. By Diamond. Hartley's ball is a hopeful one at best. To captains for the afternoon, Paul Hartley and Scott Brown, once teammates of course at Celtic. For the moment it's Scott Brown who has the upper hand, you'd have to say. Celtic having begun this match at a really tempestuous pace, of taking their foot slightly off the gas, I think, which is fair enough given they've already established a 2-goal lead. Young just pulled back there by Izagiri. Anthony Stokes changing his boots down below us. Vujinovic, Considine, Milsom, gets it back to Considine. Aberdeen showing signs of settling at last. One might say the horse is already bolted as Considine picks up. Got out easily at the near post. And it's slack, and Maguire can pick up for Aberdeen. Once more, and as Considine goes for the cross himself, and Aberdeen have a corner kick, gives their fans something to cheer about at last. With almost 20 minutes on the clock. Maguire looking lively. Gives Aberdeen a chance to push some players forward. And they really, you would feel, need to get something back quickly. It's a decent ball at Forster in his 6'7" frame, easily dealing with a high ball and setting Celtic off and running on the counter-attack. It's Izagiri running from left back, finds the run of Ledley. Back for Stokes, Izagiri still joining in with the attack. His fellow fullback Mark Wilson outside him. Izagiri once more. Aberdeen have bodies back, but still the ball finds its way through. Oh, it's beautifully hit by Anthony Stokes, and a great save, you'd have to say, from Jamie Linefield to deny him. Well, this is terrific technique from Anthony Stokes. He catches it perfectly, and Jamie Linefield just threw up a hand and knocked it onto the bar and over to deny Celtic a third. Commons with the delivery once more. It's a good one. Still not properly cleared, not back into the danger area. It's Rodya! Oh, Linefield couldn't get there this time, and Celtic do have a third, and it's Thomas Rodya. Well, Aberdeen just didn't get this ball away, and when it was held back into the air, Rodya climbed highest, and Linefield was slow to get down and couldn't keep it out. Mulgrew with an assist on this occasion, Rodya with the finish, and Celtic in danger of running riot again. Well, that's both centre-halves on the score sheet already this afternoon. Rodya with a second goal on the Celtic shirt, and Aberdeen now trail by 3-0. Well, they're trying, Aberdeen, but it's just not good enough against Celtic in this kind of mood. It was Rob Milsom capitalising on the poor clearance, couldn't keep his shot down. And the Celtic fans are just loving this. And well, they might be. Scott Vernon caught offside, and Aberdeen's frustration grows. They haven't beaten Celtic in 8 games. It was a 4-2 win in January 2009. And it doesn't look like they're going to break that run this afternoon. Well, the Celtic management team look relaxed. That's sort of a 3-0 lead after quarter of the match can do for you. Diamond's clearance falls to Izagiri. Chris Commons will try to keep that in, and he'll succeed in keeping it in, and he'll twist his way away from McNamee, and the cross is well dealt with by Xander Diamond. But a sign there of why Neil Lennon has invested in Chris Commons. It's been very, very comfortable for Celtic thus far at Hampden Park. And here they go, looking to add to their tally. Gary Hooper could be in here behind. Jamie Langfield just in the nick of time. Puts his hands to the ball. Well, this was nothing more than a simple over-the-top ball, and the Aberdeen defence just didn't deal with it. Gary Hooper will fancy his chances of getting on the score sheet this afternoon. He also got a hat-trick in that 9-0 defeat back in November, as well as Stokes. Aberdeen give it away needlessly, and that is exactly what they don't need. And here goes Celtic again. It's Mark Wilson powering forward. He fancies his chances, and he wasn't too far away. But again, it was great vision from Hooper this time to allow Wilson to move forward. And with two defenders on the score sheet already, Mark Wilson was trying to make it a third and a fourth for Celtic for the afternoon. Didn't quite succeed. Aberdeen just never quite managed to get a foothold in this match, and consider themselves fortunate, I think, to get the free kick there. It's Craig Thompson feeling a bit of sympathy for Aberdeen. It seemed to be nothing more than a shoulder charge, which Hooper won. Hartley on to Scott Vernon. Considine arriving as well. Chris Maguire picks up. More promising for Aberdeen. Mulgrew deals with it only as far as Milsom. Well charged down by Kyle, I think it was. Hooper tries to find Stokes, and he was fouled in the process. It was Kyle and Ledley both quickly out there. Looks pretty comfortable at centre back, usually a left back. He's been used in left midfield by Neil Lennon also this season, filling in at centre back, but he's done a pretty decent job, as well as adding his name to the score sheet. Hartley wins the head flick, but no Aberdeen player there. Wilson looked to use a hand there, spotted by Craig Thompson. Man signed from Fulham. He's fitted in well so far, but like his Aberdeen colleagues this afternoon, he's found it hard going. Doing well on this occasion. Milsom though losing out to Brown. Kyle. Izagiri. Out Commons. Kyle once more moves away from Paul Hartley. Has Izagiri outside of him. Still he has him. The ball into the box eventually. Cleared away by Diamond. Scott Vernon. Neat ball for Derek Young, looked like a free kick there, and indeed Craig Thompson agrees. And Aberdeen are going to make an early substitution, and we're going to have Change of shape again, it looks like, from Craig Brown. Vujadinovic, his match is over. And on will come Ryan Jack, the Montenegrin. Hasn't exactly covered himself in glory, but then again, none of the Aberdeen backline have. And it could have been any one of them in truth. And Ryan Jack charged with trying to bring a bit more positivity to the Aberdeen setup. As Paul Hartley clips the ball forward, Xander Diamond up there, wins the header, but Vernon was the closest Aberdeen player to it, but he couldn't get there. And forward comes Celtic once more as Aberdeen reshuffle the pack. And Chris Commons has plenty of room. That's an inviting ball which Rory McArdle had read. McArdle now looks to be playing just alongside Xander Diamond in the centre of defence, with McNamee and Considine as more straightforward full-backs now. Paul Hartley picks up for Aberdeen. Can he help inspire some sort of miraculous comeback? Vernon does well. Izagiri's there before Maguire can get hold of the ball, and he's muscled out of it. It's little things like that that Aberdeen have to try and cling on to. Can't afford to give up now. Really good, could be another tanking as Milsom fires it out to the left-hand side. That's a good ball to Ryan Jack, the substitute. What can he provide? Chris Maguire's there, blocked by Mulgrew. There's an important intervention as Brown comes clear again. Hooper trying to find his strike partner Anthony Stokes. He's never going to do that. But Maguire denied at the other end. Milsom. Maguire's had very little joy alongside Scott Vernon. Chances few and far between, to say the least. Kyle. There's 6.5 dozen there, I think referee Craig Thompson saying, with Milsom and Kyle both raising their feet, so play allowed to continue and Celtic have it. Can't keep hold of it though, but neither can Aberdeen. Arrows that one forward, but threw into the arms of his former teammate Jamie Langfield. Milsom quickly pressurising Celtic, have it back. Anthony Stokes fancies his chances from long range, and Jamie Langfield only holding on to it at the second attempt. This is what confidence can do for you. You think you can score from just about anywhere. In truth, that was always going to be the goalkeeper's ball. Ronya looks against Vernon. No free kick, despite Ronya's claims. Maguire goes down, just slipped though. And Celtic have it once more. Onto the chest of Hooper, does well, finds just Commons. Going forward, tries to find the turn ball for Hooper. Considine in charge there though. Nice play from the Celtic captain Scott Brown. Ledley for Stokes. Commons once more. Izagiri. Celtic just taking their time. Izagiri felt he was blocked off. Craig Thompson agrees. Izagiri didn't like that. There's Derek Young going with them. Did stick the forearm up. And Izagiri has a case there. Celtic with a chance now to add to their already impressive lead. Stokes and Commons, the men over it. Will they fancy their chances of going for goal directly? 10-man wall. Doesn't look entirely stable. Stokes goes for an arm, went up, and it's a penalty kick. Well, Aberdeen's woes continue to mount. The yellow card for Derek Young, who gave away the initial free kick. You have to ask, why on earth is a player throwing his arm up in the wall? That is absolutely ludicrous play from Derek Young. The ball may or may not have been going into the net. Derek Young, though, is just foolish. And now Anthony Stokes has the opportunity from the penalty spot to increase Celtic's lead. Never in any doubt, Jamie Linefield is a beaten man for the 4th time, and Anthony Stokes has a 5th goal of the season against Aberdeen. It's a 15th overall, confidently taken, and surely Celtic can't repeat the 9-0 drubbing. You have to say they're on course. With just over half an hour played, they lead by 4 goals to 0. And Aberdeen, from the very earliest stages, have made life really difficult for themselves, but never more so than giving away a needless penalty as they did do a moment or two ago. And already it's becoming embarrassing for Aberdeen. Hartley trying to do something about it, but can't find Young. Ledley for Commons. Ledley continues his run. Spotted goal by Xander Diamond. Hartley also finds Considine. Jack for Considine once more. Cross cut out, and another corner kick to Aberdeen. Celtic fans certainly in good voice. They're really loving what they're seeing from their side at this moment in time. Again, it's easy for Forster to deal with, playing right into his hands, quite literally. Maguire's angle ball for Vernon. Already you feel that anything Aberdeen get would be a consolation, but here they go again, it's Milsom. Flicks it back behind him, Hartley in support. There's McNamee. Jack up against Izagiri. Gives McNamee a bit of work to do, and he can't quite do it. And that pretty much sums up Aberdeen's afternoon so far. Celtic are unbeaten since the 2-0 defeat by Hearts. That was back on the 10th of November of last year. 12 games have gone without defeat. And I think it's fair to say they're going to make it 13. As Ledley picks up, finds Commons, who's been impressive on his debut when he's got the ball. Taken down there by McNamee, who'll be the first man. He'll be the second Aberdeen player to go into Craig Thompson's book. And I don't think you can have any real arguments about that. That was always going to be Commons. Ball had to come through the back of him to take it. And welcome to Scottish football for Chris Commons. Don't mind too much. The afterglow of his debut goal will be keeping him feeling just fine. Groove fires it forward. Wilson inside for Brown. Celtic can afford to take it as long as they like in the build-up now. Brown caught, fairly so. On to Craig Thompson as Maguire finds the run of Derek Young. A chance for Aberdeen to pull one back, and Fraser Forster, the first time he's been called into action. Not only does he prevent the goal, he also wins a goal kick. It was good build-up from Aberdeen. Maguire heavily involved, and Derek Young, just when he thought he might have been in there, the towering frame of Forster was there to deny him. Stokes wins the flick on. Ricardo does well though up against Hooper. Kayal. Wilson for Ronya. Kayal takes it off him. Mulgrew trying to find Gary Hooper, who might not believe he's not grabbed a goal yet. That is 12 of the season so far. But still plenty of time left for him to do a bit of damage. Here he is, finding Stokes, who's certainly been in the goal action in recent weeks. Scott Brown penalised there for the sliding challenge. Aberdeen wanted to take it quickly. Craig Thompson showing them no pity. Young to under pressure quickly from Ledley. Still Young, doing well. Chris Maguire comes deeper and deeper to try and pick the ball up. He's done well himself though, and wins the corner off Charlie Mulgrew. And he scored the second goal of the afternoon, doing his bit defensively as well. Aberdeen thinking about the short corner, but Chris Maguire waved away by Rob Milsom, who will swing this one in left-footed, trying to keep it away from Forster, who manages to get a punch to it. Hartley can't really keep the pressure on, and Scott Brown just lashes it upfield. McNamee's there. Not long, and the offside flag up against Scott Vernon, who's really only had scraps to play off this afternoon. Aberdeen's top scorer with 13. He was denied by the post just after Celtic got their second, and since then there's been really no chances in the match for him. Celtic looking perhaps to add to their 4-goal lead before half-time. Gary Hooper took a sore one there as he played the ball forwards. Play allowed to continue. Mulgrew finds Izagiri. Trying to go past Derek Young. He has done. He's kept the ball in play. And tries to create another opportunity. Commons in for Hooper. Hooper trying to create a bit of space. Lays it off for Mark Wilson quickly. Closed down. Came off Milsom. Still Celtic have it through Anthony Stokes. A bit of juggling. Grabbing the jersey of Considine, and eventually the outcome is a Celtic corner. Stokes showing good strength. And a couple of Celtic goals already have come from corner kicks from this side. And they add a fifth before half-time. Wilson with the delivery. Paul Hartley there. Young gets it clear. Back comes Maguire, but handball given against the Aberdeen striker, and you can see The frustration definitely looks like it comes off the arm, despite his protest. And here goes Anthony Stokes. Good block by McCardle. That was absolutely vital. Or else Jamie Langfield was going to be given another severe test in the Aberdeen goal. Well, he hasn't had much protection this afternoon so far, Jamie Langfield. Considine. Celtic backline looking for an offside, which didn't come, and it's safely back in the arms of Fraser Forster. Chris Commons makes the run, doesn't get the ball though. It's McNamee instead who takes possession. Hartley under pressure from Stokes. Milsom looking for Scott Vernon, but Forster was alive to the danger. He's a commanding presence in the Celtic goal, Fraser Forster. Hartley for Milsom. Considine now as Aberdeen head towards half-time with their tails firmly between their legs. Really has been a chastening experience this first half for them, as they're once again denied by the offside flag. Chris Maguire can moan at the assistant all he likes, but really a fairly clear-cut decision. And we're just about done with the first half action, as Fraser Forster prepares to take the free kick. Hartley gets his head to it, and Craig Thompson decides we've seen quite enough from the first half. Boos ring out from the Aberdeen fans, but that man will go in for a half-time team talk very satisfied. So too Chris Commons, who grabbed the debut goal inside 5 minutes. Couldn't get a better debut than that. And at half-time, Celtic leading by an incredible 4-0.
Inter versus Roma, live from the San Siro this Monday morning on Setanta Sports. Live Bundesliga next weekend on Setanta Sports. Log on to our website for scheduling and information. The Eredivisie on Setanta Sports. Log on to our website for scheduling and information. A feast of football this February on Setanta Sports. The FA Cup 5th round. Watch all 8 games only on Setanta. A double Old Firm derby with Celtic and Rangers in the League and Scottish Cup. 40 exclusive Serie A matches including the Derby d'Italia and the Derby del Sole. Plus European football with PSV versus Ajax, Sporting versus Benfica and Bayern versus Dortmund. Just some of your highlights this February on Setanta Sports.
On the 6th of November 2010, round about this time, the second half was getting underway with the scoreline: Celtic 4, Aberdeen 0. Finished 9-0, as just about everyone in Scottish football knows. Could Celtic replicate that this afternoon? Certainly on the first half display from both sides, it's entirely possible. Can Aberdeen save some face? Craig Brown would surely have let them know at half-time that what they produced in the first half was entirely unacceptable. On the contrary, Neil Lennon in the Celtic changing room must have been purring with delight. Still, you wouldn't expect Celtic to take their foot off the gas too much in the second half. Crowd rather subdued at the start of this second half. There's certainly more gaps across to the left in the Aberdeen section than there were at the start of the match. And the ones who remain trying to give their support to their side. As Jack brings down Kyle, play allowed to continue with Celtic moving forward, and it's Scott Brown with a decent looking ball. Back there was Xander Diamond with an important intervention. Considine. It's a ball clear. Kyle caught. Scott Vernon the culprit on that occasion. Grew wide to Izagiri. Chris Commons. Can't find Izagiri again, but he picks up the former Derby man, Scotland international, driving it goal. Might fancy a second in the Celtic colours in his debut match. Izagiri once more. He's always a threat going forward, and he's burst through with his cross. Just has a bit too much on it. He's very potent going down the left-hand side for Celtic. Maguire. Turning into Kyle, then Brown. Ball out of play. It's just a little exchange there between Scott Brown and Ryan Jack, which Craig Thompson will try and just calm down before it gets out of hand. Collins and Izagiri linking up again. They've done that to pretty good effect so far. Collins can't get on the end of that pass though from the Honduran. And Aberdeen pick up, but Collins tackling back well. Mulgrew fires it forward. Neither Hooper nor Stokes can get onto that one. And Aberdeen have it once more. McNamee. Judged to have been fouled there by Joe Ledley, the Welsh international. Hartley's there. Then Brown. Hooper can't hold on to it though. And Aberdeen try and make their first charge forward of the second half, but to no avail as Stokes' flick finds Hooper. Wilson just clips it forward, but both strikers were out of position. Hartley for Milsom. Hartley once more. Aberdeen captain. Trying to find a forward pass, none on. McNamee came off the arm, surely, of Thomas Ronya. And the man who scored Celtic's third goal, penalised. No doubt about that. The Norwegian handling. Well, if Aberdeen could pull one back now, you never know what could happen. It takes some turnaround in fortunes for them to find a real way back into this match, but they'll cling on to anything. Paul Hartley will surely try and test Fraser Forster from this free kick. Instead, he lets it go for Milsom, and Aberdeen's opportunity goes a-begging. Never threatened Fraser Forster's goal. Paul Hartley would probably have been better advised to just go for goal himself. As Anthony Stokes penalised just on the edge of the Aberdeen box. Play off and running swiftly, and Scott Vernon comes forward. Has Maguire in the middle. They're cut out by Mulgrew. And an Aberdeen corner. Level as far as corner kicks are concerned. It's far from level in terms of the scoreline. Aberdeen go for the short one. Maguire just to the edge of the box. Coming into trouble though, and it's rather wasted. Celtic can come forward again. You really feel that Aberdeen have to make the most of such opportunities because they haven't had too many of them, as Izagiri's sold shot there by Hooper. And Aberdeen pick up through Derek Young. Hartley. Considine finds Vernon. Back to Considine once more. Vernon moves forward, but he'll not be on to the end of that. Ronya was too sharp for him. Again, the Norwegian knocks it high up in the air. Vernon can't keep a hold of it. Chris Commons, who is up against David McNamee, trying to find Anthony Stokes, who peeled away. Gary Hooper picks up on the loose ball though. Hooper away from Hartley, not though from Diamond, and the ball breaks just to the edge of the box, and Scott Brown's shot was deflected over. Well, it broke to him rather fortuitously. He almost made the most of it. Chris Combs has already endeared himself to the Celtic fans with his comments as he signed, and also with his debut goal within 5 minutes of the game starting this afternoon. Jack gives chase. Thomas Ronya in control though. It's a pretty assured presence despite his relative youth, just 20, the Norwegian defender. Andrew Considine perhaps winding up for the long throw. Vernon's the target, gets the flick on. Again, no Aberdeen players there for the second ball. Wilson with the header as the ball comes back. Hooper finds Stokes, who's just about managing to keep the ball in, but couldn't keep control of it. Young does well, finds Hartley, who immediately fires it out to the left-hand side for Ryan Jack. Vernon finds Jack once more. Milsom just does enough to get away from the challenger Scott Brown, but Aberdeen, it's the final ball. They're just not managing to link up when it matters. Showing a bit more purpose now than for most of the match so far, but Andrew Considine just rolls the ball out of play. And Craig Brown has certainly seen a revival in Aberdeen since he's come to the club. They've won 5 and drawn 1 of the 7 matches so far. This afternoon has been a different kettle of fish altogether as Scott Brown drives forward and almost finds Gary Hooper, but it's cancelled out, and Paul Hartley releases Chris Maguire, but that's given offside. Not for the first time. Maguire halted by the assistant referee's flag. Looks to be the correct decision, given that angle. Jamie Linefield gets the touch on the ball. He hasn't really had too much to do at the start of the second half, which will come as something of a relief to him, given the amount of times he had to pick the ball out of the back of his net in the first half. Flicked on by Stokes for Commons. Back for Stokes once more. It's some neat stuff from Celtic. Stokes tries to find Commons again, but that was just maybe one fancy pass too many. Brown turns away from Milsom, finds his midfield partner Ledley, who spreads the play to Mulgrew. Izagiri is taken out of the play there by David McNamee, who'll have to watch himself. It's on a yellow card. And McNamee stood his ground. Izagiri ran into him. That's always going to be given as a free kick to the attacking side. Could argue there wasn't too much McNamee could do to get out of his way as Kayal threads the pass forward. And, there's Ledley who couldn't control it. Jack, it's a decent ball for Maguire, could be in here, but he's round Foster, can he find the target? So unlucky for Maguire. Things really haven't gone Aberdeen's way this afternoon, and even when they get the better of Fraser Foster, they can't find a way to goal. He did well, Maguire, but the angle eventually really beat him. Frustration writ large on the face of Chris Maguire there, as Vernon felt he had a decent claim for a handball against Zonia there, but Craig Thompson feeling that the player was too close to have done anything about it, as Celtic press forward once more. Commons, although adjudged to have fouled the Aberdeen player. Celtic preparing their first substitution of the afternoon. Efrain Juarez about to be introduced to the fray. Maguire skips away from one challenge, then scythed down by Izagiri, and not much doubt that he will be the first Celtic player to enter Craig Thompson's notebook. Maguire was sprightly and Izagiri pretty cynical. Rob Milsom, the man to deliver the free kick. And Aberdeen find something here, they have done, and it's Scott Vernon who's clawed a goal back for the Dons. Good free kick from Milsom, and all Vernon had to do was climb highest and angle the ball down past Forster. And even his 6'7" frame couldn't keep that one out. It's a 14th goal of the season for Scott Vernon, a third in the Cooperative Insurance Cup, as Juarez replaces Thomas Ronya. And the scoreline now stands Aberdeen 1, Celtic 4. A ray of light for Aberdeen, with under half an hour remaining. Surely they can't claw their way all the way back into this semi-final. There's certainly been a better prospect in the second half, and here they come again, but Young can't pick out the run of Vernon. Izagiri. Stokes lies deep, waiting for the pass. Izagiri goes forward instead. Knocked away by McArdle, falls to the feet of Commons. That's a great ball in, the glancing header. Go behind for a corner kick. It was Joe Ledley, the man who got his head to it. Terrific delivery from the left foot of Chris Commons. Just took a nick off an Aberdeen defender on the way out. And Aberdeen's downfall was their inability to defend corners in the first half. Hold firm now with Commons' delivery. Finds Kayal, but he couldn't find a decent enough shot to test Jamie Langfield. He found a bit of room at the back post, but never any danger of that threatening Jamie Langfield's goal. He's yet to score in a Celtic shirt, and perhaps that is why. Fans have found their voice once more. As Considine knocks up towards Chris Maguire now for the goal scorer Scott Vernon. Milsom wide for Ryan Jack, trying to get the better of Juarez, who concedes a corner. The Mexican international's first intervention in the game. Aberdeen take it quickly. Maguire's cross, a good one. Forster got the punch away, and it was Rory McArdle who had been closest to it. Just couldn't quite stretch the neck muscles to reach it. Hartley as well under pressure. Just Maguire hasn't beaten the offside trap. Once more, Maguire really has to learn. Craig Thompson just having a word with Chris Maguire about his complaints each time he's caught offside. But Forster there was required. It was Maguire's cross. McArdle just couldn't get there. Forster got a good fist to the ball. He's been beaten once. He didn't want to be beaten again there. rapidly. Milsom looking for Vernon. Izagiri's quick enough to get there. Collins looking for Hooper. Ricardo should boss that situation, just lets it run out for the throw-in. Finds Izagiri. Commons for Ledley. Arrows that towards Juarez. Brown trying to get away from Considine. Doesn't manage it though. An Aberdeen defender sticking doggedly to his task. Assistant referee has his flag up, but Craig Thompson allows play to continue. With Aberdeen in possession. McNamee slipping it forward for Derek Young. Hartley can't find a teammate, looking for a free kick I think from Craig Thompson. It wasn't forthcoming. Milsom's done well to win possession back. It's certainly an improved Aberdeen performance this half, with Hooper though trying to set Stokes free, and Ricardo got lucky there. Hooper holding off Considine and Milsom. Kyle feeds it forward. Stokes is offside though. Xander Diamond. Now it's Milsom. It's a pretty decent addition to the Aberdeen squad, Ron Milsom. There's Ryan Jack. Juarez close to him. Considine. Ricardo. Too far forward for Young to get onto. Looking to make amends for that ridiculous penalty he gave away. Like the Celtic's fourth goal from Anthony Stokes. Here is Stokes, losing it though to Ricardo. Considine. Pass for Vernon, who's taken down there by Kyle, wins a free kick. Takes over from Stokes. No obvious options though. He's bundled to the ground, and then he somehow manages to get possession back, and then he is taken down by Considine, and that will be a free kick Celtic's way. There's no free kick given that time. Certainly there was on the second occasion. Juarez to take towards Hooper for the free kick, or indeed penalty as it would have been, but it wasn't to be. Maguire tries to find the run of Young. Young gets the flick on for Vernon, but who can't quite latch onto it, or else Aberdeen might have been in for a second there. As it is, Izagiri comes forward for Celtic. advanced position. A free kick. For Izagiri. Stokes. Free kick for shirt tugging. And he could be pretty close to his final warning. Celtic preparing another substitution as Izagiri moves forward, finds Stokes. Stokes juggles and then lobs the ball over his head, but no teammate there to pick up as Langfield goes long and early. Mahrez has the beating of Maguire. Kayal, who's just about to be taken off, is the diagonal for Stokes. Stokes just wins a bit of room, but McNamee was wise to that particular pass. There's Vernon. Latches on to the pass, the assistant's flag stays down on this occasion. He's only got Maguire for support, he might not need him. It's blocked away by Wilson. Collins into the feet of Hooper. He tries to clip it over the top of the Aberdeen defence for Stokes, but McArdle won the header. Langfield taking a bit of a chance there, but gets away with it. Ryan Jack spots Chris Maguire, who's managed to stay onside on this occasion. Up against two Celtic defenders, Suarez wins it at the expense of another corner kick. Corner's a poor one, and Derek Young coming across with his boot raised, and Craig Thompson saw nothing amiss with that. Geraint Kayal's match is over. He's been pulling the strings in the midfield, the Israeli international. And now he'll be replaced by another crowd pleaser, Paddy McCourt, different player altogether, but no less able. And now Aberdeen, for the final 18 minutes, have the talents of Paddy McCourt to deal with, as if they didn't have enough on their plate. Milsom wins the header. No bruise there before Vernon though. Hooper just shoved off the ball there by Considine. Brown and Jack going in. Another little tangle between the pair. You get the feeling there's no particular love lost between Brown and Jack. Gets his first touch since his introduction. Izagiri going for the 1-2 of Stokes. McNamee read it though. Still he's under a bit of pressure from Izagiri. Helped out by Young. Court's header, Ledley can't keep control of it. Hartley gets it to Milsom, who's done well to get it out to Considine. Here for the run of Maguire. Scott Brown seems to have covered just about every blade of grass in the park this afternoon. Gary Hooper penalised there for the challenge on Xander Diamond. too much doubt about that. Ricardo over the head of Vernon. Chris Maguire can't quite take it past Izagiri, who takes a bit of a chance, then runs into Craig Thompson. Juarez helps him out. Diamond climbs above Stokes, but only to knock the ball into the path of Paddy McCourt. He might fancy taking it for a bit of a run. Up against McNamee. McNamee does well, really well in fact. Has stood up. There's not many full-backs I've appreciated coming up against Paddy McCourt this season, but McNamee did as well as any there. Vernon wins the flick. Juarez is there before Maguire though. McCourt doesn't come off for the Irishman. Be a double substitution for Aberdeen just shortly. Josh McGuinness and Peter Pollock, the men to be introduced. So looks like Craig Brown might well be going for broke. Kind of has to at this stage. 14 minutes remaining, 4-1 they trail. And David McNamee, one of the players to make way. Former Scotland internationals, done his bit for Aberdeen, but it's been a hard shift. Derek Young played his part in Aberdeen's downfall, really. Now comes Josh McGuinness. Aberdeen really just have to throw everything at Celtic for the remainder of this match if they're to have any faint hope of getting back into it. McGuinness's first touch, he's closed down though, and forward comes McCourt. Izagiri on hand to help him out. And Celtic about to make their final change. Darryl Murphy will be the man to come on. Anthony Stokes, we hear, will replace him. Another offside flag against Chris Maguire. He could be going for some sort of world record this afternoon. And Court caught late there. Celtic now make the substitution. Well, he got his name on the score sheet from the penalty spot. Anthony Stokes, the fourth of Celtic's four this afternoon, all of which came in the first half. Darryl Murphy on to replace him to try and add to his 2 goals so far for Celtic. It's Collins now playing on the right-hand side. Looks like he will be playing all 90 minutes on his Celtic debut. He set Celtic off and running just 5 minutes in. That beautiful curling chipped effort. That is if he meant it. If he didn't, then just a bit jammy. Just easing himself into Scottish football. What better way to do it in a semi-final victory, as it looks like Celtic will have to their name in just about 10 minutes time. Here's Collins, just knocking it forward first time. Considine there, and then Murphy was sliding in. It's a little bit dangerous. Got away with it though. Diamond as well. It's Pollitt. Murphy wins the header. Hooper's got the better of Xander Diamond. Diamond did enough to get back at him. Hooper still gets the shot away, but doesn't really trouble Jamie Langfield. Such a troublesome presence for defences. Stocky build of Hooper. Uses that to just out-muscle defenders at times. Just caught there by Maguire, according to Craig Thompson, the referee. Hasn't really been able to have a major say in things thus far, Paddy McCourt, but there's always time. McGrew's free kick aimed at Darryl Murphy. He gets there. Hooper's there. There's Murphy once more trying to find room for the shot. Aberdeen hack it clear. Juarez for Commons. Juarez hassled and then shoved by Josh McGuinness. It's pretty needless really from the Aberdeen striker. Juarez was going nowhere, and all you do there is invite more pressure on your own team. Wilson's free kick. Diamond should deal with that and does. McGuinness. Back to Considine. Vernon is the runner. Wilson does well. There's Ledley. Oh, he's done really well past Paul Hartley. Chris Commons. Can you keep this one in? Not quite. Was the answer. Good play from Ledley though. The ball moving quickly up towards McGuinness. That's the jump on Wilson, but Juarez is on hand to thump it forward. Milsom nudged in the back by Ledley. I'm trying to find Considine. That's very ambitious. And Juarez just gets that run behind comfortably. Juarez hasn't featured as much as he'd have. Juarez hasn't featured as much as he'd have liked in a Celtic shirt this term. McGuinness gives chase up against Juarez. He's done well, McGuinness. He's used his power to get past him. Ball into the box deflected, and Ledley knocks it clear. Murphy wins it. Hooper's control isn't the best, but still has it. Commons for Izagiri, for Ledley. Back with Wilson, who's now playing centre back. Brown, who started on the right hand side of midfield and is now playing in the centre as well, so plenty of shuffling of the pack from Neil Lennon and Celtic as Paddy McCourt picks up and looks to test Ryan Jack, who's moved to right back. And the teams are barely recognisable from the ones that started the match as Izagiri tries a bit of a nutmeg. Just over 38,000 inside Hampden this afternoon. It's a pretty decent turnout. Not sure if all of them are still here. Quite a few Aberdeen fans seem to make their way towards the exits after the fourth goal went in, certainly at half time. Nonetheless, They brought a good crowd down with them, and they come forward once more. It's Pollitt up against Juarez. Pollitt trying to get to the byline. He's done well. His cross is a bit deep though. Maguire will do well to keep that in. Does though. That's a better cross. Not entirely dealt with. Vernon's in there trying to cause problems. So too Considine. Can I get the ball back across goal? Juarez does enough. And Celtic come away through Commons. Considine giving chase. Commons in no great hurry. And Jack. McGuinness. It's Maguire. Robbed by Izagiri. The ball obviously came off Maguire. He hasn't had a lot of change out of the assistant referees this afternoon, Chris Maguire. There's McCourt. Izagiri back to McCourt once more. Scott Brown. Cooper easily away from Ricardo, creates a bit of room which McCourt might be able to use to his advantage now for Izagiri. Up against Jack. Jack does well, really well. Can mount an Aberdeen counter-attack. A few Celtic players out of position. If Aberdeen can do this quickly. Maguire for Jack once more. Not a great deal of movement for Aberdeen, unfortunately for them. Milsom, McGuinness trying to break the offside trap. I think he has done. He's through on goal. Can Aberdeen pull another one back? He's got Vernon in the middle. The ball really needed to be played earlier. By the time the pass came, it was behind Vernon. McGuinness did really well to beat the offside trap, but by the time he played the pass, Celtic had defenders back. Might have been better going for goal himself. It was unselfish. Vernon couldn't turn that on target and add to his one goal already this afternoon. Well, with 3 minutes left on the clock, a goal there for Aberdeen might have made things a bit spicier towards the end, but it wasn't to be, as Mulgrew knees the ball back to Fraser Forster, allowing him to gather it in his hands. After trying to just flip the ball round the corner, Diamond has it though, now with Jack. Mulgrew knocks it back towards the Aberdeen penalty area. Jack closed down well there by Murphy, and Celtic have it. It's Brown. Court. Brown again. Juarez peels away to the right hand side. Wilson too. Eventually reaches Juarez. Again, it's there though. Cooper crowded out, almost retains the possession right enough, but Milsom eventually gets it back to Ricardo. McGuinness flicks on for Vernon. Limited options available to him. Wins the throw in though. Considine trying to find McGuinness from the throw. Maguire can't keep it in. A tough shift for Aberdeen. Celtic celebrations beginning in earnest behind Jamie Langfield's goal. You see the flags being waved. This match was really won in the first half, arguably inside the first 10 minutes or so. Maguire does well to take that ball down. His pass isn't a good one, unfortunately for him. Lately. Court for Brown. Aberdeen doing well, and Scott Vernon might be through on goal here. He's only the goalkeeper to beat. He's round the keeper. Can he find a second goal? Denied in the line by Mark Wilson. Well, he did all he could there, Scott Vernon, but denied another consolation goal. It was slack from the court, and Vernon almost took full advantage. He was just forced a bit wide by the keeper. Not even sure that was going to target. We do have a corner kick though, as we move into stoppage time, 2 minutes of which will be played. Milsom fires in the corner, Vernon does win it. Juarez away, Hartley, and he wins the corner, but he'd have preferred the goal. But Aberdeen ending the match on the front foot. Unfortunately for them, they very much began it on the back foot. It was Celtic firing on all cylinders from the off, as Maguire prepares to take the corner kick. It's not a poor one, doesn't beat the first man. Hooper overran that. Just a minute remaining now. Maguire, nice flick for Considine. Cross is too high, and straight behind for a goal kick. Hasn't been much fun this afternoon for Aberdeen at Hampden. Considine, one of the defence that was put to the sword in the first half particularly. Vernon has done as well as any Aberdeen player, you'd have to say. Ledley turning away from Hartley, and a full-time whistle blown, and Celtic progress to the Cooperative Insurance Cup final, courtesy of a very comfortable 4-1 win over Aberdeen. Chris Commons got the ball rolling after 5 minutes. Mulgrew added a second, the former Aberdeen man, against his ex-teammates. There were further goals from Ronya, and then Anthony Stokes from the penalty spot. Scott Vernon pulled one back in the second half for Aberdeen, but it was simply a consolation, and little consolation at that. Celtic entirely worthy of the victory. Neil Lennon will have been absolutely delighted by the first half performance from his side, where they swept Aberdeen completely aside. Scott Brown was a driving force all afternoon, as Celtic threatened another mauling of Aberdeen. And no doubt the headlines will all be about the debut boy, Chris Commons, who got Celtic off and running. A sparkling debut at times from the winger. Full time at Hampden, Aberdeen 1, Celtic 4.
The Aviva Premiership on Setanta Sports. Log on to our website for scheduling and information.